So this is going to be one of my favorite videos because as a mom to 5 children, I hope you can hear me, they're all playing together. I am about to prep for dinner, and I am always looking for creative ways to entertain my children where you feel like you're not just, entertaining them with screen time or, an iPad or something like that, but you're actually doing quality entertainment that's either helping their creativity or building character or teaching them more about the Lord. So I am going to show you my top 5 recommendations, and the first one I'm going to show you is an audiobook series, Dramatized audio. It's amazing. I grew up on it, and it's one of my best memories. It's called Your Story Hour, and the kids have fallen in love with it. So while I'm prepping for dinner, I'm going to send the kids and show you how that works. So everybody, hi, Vinny. Is everybody playing with you? Who wants to go listen to your audiobook? Okay, you want to go listen too? Come on, let's go listen to your story time. So quiet time every day lasts about an hour to an hour and a half, and it's kind of that time where I can prep for dinner, I can clean the house, I can get laundry, anything done that is kind of pressing on me, but it's also exciting for the kids because they get to do something that's a special treat. So come along, find out what we do. So I grew up with this series right here. It's amazing, and I feel like it isn't a little bit of an investment, but if you'd like to see how it is, they offer a free audio story every week. And we did that for a little while, but for Christmas, birthday, stuff like that, this is what I would invest in for me personally because I know that they're learning so much. They have historical ones. They also have the Bible series, which is just, it's amazing. So what are we going to listen to today?
It's about what, Sue?
It's one of our Nancy Vogue series, and I call it
Donna's Uninvited Guest.
Right now, Nancy is in the Vogue front room store talking to her favorite doll, Betsy Amelia.
I'm glad there's no customers right now, Betsy Amelia.
I love audiobooks versus a show because I feel like it really helps their imagination, their creativity, and it helps them to learn to love books and reading, and all of my children love it. Especially, I feel like your story hour can be from like ages 3 to even 12, 13, that age. I have also tried Lamplighter audiobooks, Dramatized audio, and they're wonderful as well, but I feel like they start a little bit higher, so maybe if you have a teenager or an older child, I feel like that might be better for them. So my second favorite thing would be Magna-tiles, and they are wonderful. My kids will play with them for hours, and every time they build something new, they come up with new ways to implement their animals or their toys, and they build these castles, houses. So I think Chad's mom might have bought us one of our first ones, and so usually for special occasions, whether it's birthdays or Christmas, that's what we do, something that's going to be something that can last for a long time. I also love the fact that Magna-tiles, we've had ours for probably going on 5 years now, and they are so durable. I mean, my kids have played with them outside, they carry them around everywhere, I just keep them in a basket, and so they're very durable, so it's something that's going to last for years to come. And all the kids can do it together. It's not just for one child, so it teaches them to interact together and become creative together. So I love Magna-tiles. You can find them many different places, and usually if you wait for like Black Friday or something like that, they're on sale. You can find a discount. It is a little bit of an investment, but I will leave links below. Okay, my third favorite thing as a mom would be sensory boxes. And honestly, I guess it was probably 3 years ago that we tried to create and build our own sensory boxes. So we went and found the cheapest options and did beans and rice and moss and collected everything and kept it in tubs and little containers. And the kids did love that. but Chad's mom bought Everly something. I want to say it was at least 3 years ago. And it was from this company called Young, Wild, and Friedman. And it has been my top favorite. So we just got new boxes of our sensory kits.
You have to use it with... Mom, I'm going in the oven, look.
So it's
I think I want to
a small business, which I love supporting.
Look!
And
Look,
Julie
look,
just
I'm making
makes the
some
most
muffins.
amazing things. And all of this is the most delicious scented Play-Doh, and it's so soft and squishable. And ours has lasted for years. I'm going to show you their old sensory bins that we have. But this is this the reptile kit, Carson?
Mm-hmm.
So it has lots of reptiles, greenery, snakes, frogs,
Okay.
little gems, rocks.
Eddie!
Collins, what do you have, love? She has the zoo kit. So it has a lot of zoo animals, wood, Play-Doh, a gate. Oh, food to feed the animals. A little cookie cutter.
Look.
What? What does this smell like? Can you smell this for me?
I don't have a roller, so I have to
Does it smell delicious?
Yeah, smell it.
Okay. I think that one's watermelon.
And a doggy bone.
And then here is Evie. She has the baking set.
Ah,
So cute.
a dinosaur.
Here's your little roller.
And a hose.
Cut out. So many creative things. But it will last, which we put them up every time we use them. We take pretty good care of them, and they last for years, honestly. Ricky, what are you making? You have the tea party set? There's all kinds of goodies in there. Oh, look, sweet. So they have so many options on their website. Each option, I think, would be about $39.99 for the kit, but you can find mini ones and stuff like that. So ever since I've heard about them, every birthday and last Christmas, I think even the Christmas before then, that's what we bought them, was these sensory boxes. They have dinosaur, baking, and they have this homemade Play-Doh that is scented. It's delicious. And, you know, they have all these tiny little trinkets. And so our kids have kept theirs for years. And, of course, they lose little pieces. But almost every day they pull out their sensory bins. They all sit at the table together and they play with them together. So if you were thinking of a birthday present or something that you could get a grandchild, to me, this is something that is going to last them for hours and hours of entertainment, but it's also building their creativity, and they always make something new out of it. So I love these sensory boxes. So these are some of the sets we got, I guess, about a couple years ago, and they have had a lot of love. But then it comes with all of these little, granted, this is not brand new, this is years old, so all these cute little things, honeycomb and stamps. So this is Holland's. Brookies.
Then sit down for the table.
And I want to say she had the unicorn set. So it has unicorns and sparklers. Little jewelry box. I'm just showing them. I'm showing your old kit, and she's taking really good care of her Play-Doh. This is Evie. Yes, Evie's decorated the top of hers, as you can see. And she had, I can't even tell what it is now, but it's been through a lot of love, and it's lasted for a long time. If you're a mom and you need some time just to get things done throughout the day, or you're wanting to, you know, build your kids' creativity, this is not an ad, but it's just something that we absolutely love. And I think a lot of moms, if they would know about something like this, would buy this, you know, for birthdays or something like that, because it's so creative. Number 4, our fourth favorite thing would be paper crafts. And I know this might be kind of a given to some, but my kids have got into cutting out little houses and making little cities. And I'll give you an idea of what it's like, but they keep them in baggies and they just keep adding to their huge town. It seems like that they have little coffee houses, churches, schools, and even boba stores. And every little shop has something that's tiny that they cut out and color. So like the boba store has little cups of boba and like these different drinks that are colorful. So they will spend hours doing this. I found scissors that are good for kids so they won't cut themselves, but they're constantly adding to this. And I feel like if you can kind of spark their creativity and give them an idea, say, you know what, let's do this together at first, then I feel like they kind of take off and your kids will be able to do it by themselves. So I will leave them, they'll be playing together for an hour at least, doing something like this. So those are my top 4, and my last one is going to be our favorite shows as a family. Now, we do screen time, but it is limited. Typically, we do it maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. So it's something that's special. I don't want it to get to the point where I just, hey, let's just go watch a show and let them binge watch something. And if it is a show, I want it to be character building. I want it to be something that they learn about nature or about God, and something that's actually quality, that they're learning something. It's just not, wasting their time. And also, secondly, I feel like I prefer that it's a little slower moving, because I feel like the more action-packed, the more you pack in a show, it's almost more addictive for a child. Yeah, I don't know. I know everybody's different and every family has different ideas of what they want for their children, but for us, this is what has worked. So I'm just gonna name my top 5 shows that I would recommend and tell you a little bit about them. The first show would be called Allegories, and it basically teaches about God and has different character theme songs. It takes them through nature, and I love the songs. I love the whole message that they have each show. And I'm not sure how many seasons they've had. I think we've watched maybe 2 or 3. The second would be called Davy and Goliath. I got these DVDs when Carson was probably about 3 years old, and Chad had watched them growing up. And it's actually, I think it's called claymation. So they're tiny little figurines, and it's very slow moving, but they always teach a little Bible lesson. They have a song, and it's really wonderful. So my kids have loved that. I'll try to link everything below if you want to find any of these options. The third one would be Character Builders. Each episode focuses on a different fruit of the Spirit, and it's wonderful as well. The next one would be called The Music Machine, and it focuses on the fruit of the Spirit as well. It's kind of got a little different twist to that, but it's great. And then the last one is called Torchlighters, and it's really wonderful, but it would be for older children. I would say starting at maybe 6 and older. It is a biography of different heroes of the faith, whether they were martyrs, missionaries, just wonderful people that love the Lord. And it's basically a life story video. I think it's 30 minutes. It is animated biographies of heroes of the faith, and it's spectacular, but definitely start when they're at least 6 years old, maybe a little older. And also 2 of our favorite nature movies are called The Riot and the Dance, and one is about Earth, and then the second one is called The Riot and the Dance, and it's about water. And it's just fascinating. It's from a creationist perspective, which I love for my children. The videography is just amazing in that, the different animal scenes, and the kids loved it. We do not have a TV in our home, but when we do have a special little movie night, we do it with Chad's computer, and the kids just think it's really special. But I never want to use that as just a babysitter, because I know that's tempting because the kids love it so much. But I feel like if I can limit that right now and push more audiobooks and more dramatized things and more playing together, I feel like it's going to be better for them in the future as well. So thank you for watching today. I hope that it'll be helpful for new moms or moms that are just looking for something that's character building entertainment, or creativity, or just something that can help entertain your kids so you can have a little free time as a mom. None of this is sponsored. It's just some of my favorite things that I've learned, some through trial and error. And I think some things are just like a given, bubbles and splash pads and games and, things that are natural chalk that you would entertain your kids with. But hopefully these are a little out of the box, something you might not have heard of before, but I hope you love them. And comment below if you have something that you love, and maybe we can have a few more recommendations.
Yes,
The aftermath. So look how cute. This is so cute. Oh my